Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
And should my story entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into...
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing work. So where does he get his coin then?
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Tell is, Vermund was once a beastren kingdom.
Truly?
Indeed. Though it's not widely known among the common folk.
Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary. Fear not. I'd be much obliged. Sound appealing? Trade's slow to a standstill.
Somehow my feet... But not at the expense of...
All this patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
If I'm to put bread on the table. By your leave, Arisen.
A real small, like screwdriver. Thing.
You've come. Glad to so. What say you? Many thanks, friend.
We will find much better rest in an abode. than out in the elements, methinks. Let us make good use of it while we can. A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between...
What should I do?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate
All this worry.
I'd sooner not remember the last time my pockets jingled.
Real head scratcher, this.
Aye, sir. What I can do for you? What? You mean to say my Albert's a noble and has only been pretending to be a beggar? That can't be true.
Okay.
Earning a living in the slums isn't easy, but Albert and I, we promised each other we'd try our hardest, and you're saying 'tis all a lie. I don't want to believe such madness, but pray, tell me where you found them. I must see...
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
My head hurts just thinking about
Oh.
it.
What does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
At once, master.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side. I don't know what to do.
How did I wind up here anyhow?
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
Dirt, sweat, and toil. Shame resist.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this place.
Fine place to ponder the high
Trouble here.
mysteries.
I best move along.
Well met. This here's the... I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business. Well met. This here's the... I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business.
This job better be worth
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
Well met. This here's the... I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
I don't know what to do.
Beg pardon, sir, but have you any information about what happened there? A couple were found dead, you see. Poor Albert was stabbed from behind, and Selena, by all appearances, ended her... I can't fathom it. I knew the both of them, and I cannot imagine Selena. One witness claims Selena was turned away from a noble's estate shortly before the incident.
It seems you must attend a palace masquerade if you're to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Pawns are permitted to approach the castle but not walk the grounds. I shall accompany you to the entrance.
You had to use a knife? Damn.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. We must rest. Though this... Tis a perilous journey I've had.
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust.
Mm.
Shall we get some rest then?
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins. Shall we get some rest then?
I'm bloody starving.
I've little enough gold to spend as 'tis.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work. Got to face it. No one's
Any
going
loose
to
coin
my rescue.
about? Enough to make me
Can't
rich?
remember the last time I had a proper meal.
Oh, I could use a rest.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
A place to call home.
Guys, just a first tier mushroom, don't hold us back. In today's Dragon's Dogma 2 video, I'll be showing you how to complete the quest A Place to Call Home, which allows you to purchase a house within Burnworth, letting you sleep in a bed for free and having your own storage box. To begin this quest, you'll need to make your way to Burnworth through the main story, and once you're here, you'll need to keep a lookout
We
for an
must
NPC
rest,
known as Mildred,
though the sun is still up.
stepping across the street from the storage room inn. I had some trouble getting her to appear for a while, even after resting and skipping multiple days, so I decided to go out and start doing the monster
Good morrow, everyone.
Captain Brand.
Come.
After visiting her
We've
village
much to
and
be getting
clearing out
on
the
with.
Stormwind Cave
Ready
there,
to forge
I then
on?
returned to Vernworth, and before I got back to Captain Brand to finish the monster calling quest, I found her waiting in the street. Talk to Mildred, and then she'll ask you to meet her at her home in the southern half of the
Captain will have my head if I skip it.
or it'll just be marked on your
A
map
good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Go there and talk to her again, and she'll ask you to watch over her house for a week while she's gone. You will be able to use her storage chest and bed immediately upon agreeing to watch her house. Now to complete the quest,
The sun may
select
have fallen,
option rest
but
till
the day
morning
is
on
far.
her bed about 7 or 8 times in a row to skip through the week. Just keep
Off remove. Shall we get some rest then?
I'm bloody starving.
Mayhap I really would have been better off.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Lele.
Sure, why I patrol it? What did I do to deserve this?
Understood. I will await you here, Arisen.
Shall we get some rest then? A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Open your eyes, everyone. It is dark out, but our day begins.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. You see, I grew so fond, and that's when I thought, I can't just give it to you, mind. Well, friend, what say you? Sorry I am to hear it. You know where to find me, should you change your mind?
'Tis the dream of many to own a home, Master. Shall we gather the requisite funds to make it our own?
You have my support.
Don't I know that lass? My body's not forgiving me for last night's scuffle.
I'm like to fall asleep if I stay here much longer. Sometimes I'll...
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the road? You know where to find me.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.
Calm down, Zoe.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Fancy any for my wares?
What? What's going on?
Need anything? Need anything?
Keep it on one thing. Keep it there.
Fancy any for my wares?
'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace.
Quite the predicament.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Got some business with me, do ye?
Not live for whatever happens here, anyhow.
I'd sooner stay out of the battlefield where it's this man's worst enemy.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
This was not my intent. Couldn't hurt to put my feet up a moment. Quiet at last.
Are the new recruits battle ready yet? I can't stomach places like this. All seems well here. You can never be sure.
Almost nodded off for a moment there. Papa really would have been better off a baker.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the regent kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make... Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
Boots laced, belt strapped. I'm ready for patrol.
My head will roll if aught goes awry.
I could see myself having...
'Tis good to be reunited.
What's this? Come to admire my sculpture. Oh, if only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you. Alas, the sculpture and 'twould wound my If your curiosity shall not... The man's home is located in back, but...
Shall we seek some answers?
Won't someone do aught about this?
Zoe, what are you doing?
There is much we ought to tend to. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter. And from Batal, no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's action 'tis a surprise. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, you have done well, Your Majesty.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
That's odd.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember.
What you done did? Oh, it ran out of battery? It need to charge up. You hear me? It needs to charge up. Where the charger at? No. Come in the room. Come on. You know where the charger at, Lily? On the table.
You're gonna have to let it get charged.
She.
I had my charges one. What was it, 100%?
Yeah, 100%. She used the little charge. She used.
Why you coming here up on the beach for a move? Don't forget to get in the tub.
I'm gonna get ready to get that belt.
Yeah. Get this stuff off from me.
Gonna sit up there and act cool and do what you want like that. You know that. Let it charge up. No. Get up there. Get up there or come over here with me. Come on. It's charged. You wanna go in the room? Come on, let's go in the room then. I'm finna turn cocoa melon on in there. Okay then. I'll be in the living room for a bit. Gotta go through this shit, and I am not gonna go through this shit. You gonna go in the room? All right, come on. Come on. Don't touch that. That down, be good. They put Hotel Transylvania back on Netflix, huh? They put one and two back up on that mug. No, it lived. They put it back up on there. I'm telling you. Yeah.
What you want to do is return to the guy that you spoke to that starts the quest. Once you have done that, he's going to tell you to follow him. You follow him for a few seconds. He's going to take you to this place that is filled with a load of rubble.
Fancy a look at my room? There's...
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as
I don't know what to do.
You using the hell out your ice maker, ain't you?
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual generosity. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I... Many thanks. May fortune...
I was taught not to speak with strange folk.
The heavens.
I know so little of this world. A wicked man has no hope, and hope is...
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
I must be grateful.
You hungry, honey?
Prayers will surely be rewarded in the
You hungry? What is it? Whatever they wanted to eat, honey. They got like a pizza and all that stuff up in there. You know when they old enough to fix their own food. Unless we like want to make dinner or something for them. That's what I'm saying. So they old enough to eat their own food. Except for Zoe.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Got any arms for 'em?
Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. You see, one of the children we can... Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. This building's very old. Might I impose on you to...
What we need now is information. The question is, where to find it.
I quite agree. Stomach's complaining.
Trust in yourself as I trust in you.
Malcolm's been really into it. Just the other day, he was going round...
Fixing some cabbage with some sausages in it if you want some. Did you want some?
Malcolm? Don't know why he bothered.
A few hours sleep ought to help order my thoughts. Well met. This here's the... I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff.
Zoe seen Hotel Transylvania, honey. And she was smiling hard as hell. I'm glad she was good at the stove. He seemed surprised of it, dude. She was good at the stove.
I wonder what it was, Malcolm.
should I do? I don't know what to do.
Over here, if you please.
The other day, now, that's not, and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy.
It's just another way to save your own skin. Barely drag my ass out of bed. Oi, keep your distance.
I'm quite sure I was, but ox carts don't run so late. Was it a phantom then? I shut.
Say, I've noticed you. If I were you, I'd pay her. The place is full of. I should know.
What am I supposed to do?
Marriage isn't taught it.
I was a book I ended up getting back to.
Me.
I will, honey.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
If our prayers are not needed, what hope have we?
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
Perhaps we ought to go there first. What say you, Arisen?
My head hurts just thinking about it. What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So I wanted to get them a present to say thank you. And I thought a bunch of flowers would be... The problem is, do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. I'm sure you'll find them pretty...
Let me alone, I pray you. I don't like this place at all.
Over here, if you would.
If our prayers are not, what hope have we?
That's quite enough! All the best tales come from travelers.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Still a while to go before my shift's over.
Life can be kind even if we've no troubles. This
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Who are you there? Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. It is none of my con...
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
Nothing's harder than living in Hollis.
This looks as good a place as any.
Since my feet
Dead on my
always
feet.
live here.
Spend all day here.
What should I get up to today?
Hiya, Risen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the These should brighten the city. Would you mind terribly if I asked you another favour? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. All you have to do, but there's the problem. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhap silver ore will serve? We can purchase it or mine it up ourselves.
You have my support.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. They're hard to find, aren't they?
Such quietude. Bless if I make a living if I get myself in.
Not much going on.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost... hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. The solution confused me, but I'm certain there is one.
on me to bear what
We've all we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Indeed, you are correct.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you found? Oh, just look how it's say. Aren't you cute? Well, I'll tell you. Not to say I'm unhappy. I want to tell them how. Oh, it's so shiny.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
You have my support.
Wish I'd been born a nobleman, son. If our prayers are not.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Well met. This here's the... I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business with you. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business with you. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
Over here, if you...
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks. Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business with you.
We have arrived.
I don't know what to do.
Where could Malcolm have gotten? Perhaps you could try asking the other
What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Do you know the river close by? That's a problem for the church. I was thinking you could help. I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks, I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
I quite agree. There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the former... most hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged. I knew you would prevail,
The same boat again.
I'd never leave.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
The Arisen decides our path.
Oi, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand? Thanks. So, remember how I told you? Now lots of people who live the priests have been treating... I want to help them. Apart from ask you, that is. Would you... Oh, thanks, Arisen. I'll talk to the priests in the meantime. See...
Now we've need of medicine. We can purchase it at shops, or make some ourselves by combining the ingredients.
Of course.
Hoi, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair enough.
I'll pick that up. We might have need of it.
What ruins your day like getting cut open?
My back.
I find that it's
well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost... hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is.
Hoi, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it to the church straight away.
Tis a goodly deed we've done aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
Right you are.
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by... the optimum route.
Over towards like the edge of the village that overlooks the sea. And once you have spoken to all three, it's going to update your quest. And what you want to do is return to the guy that you spoke to that starts the quest. Once you have done that, what you want to do for the quest is go around the little village where this man is, and you are going to find 3 children. Child number 1 can be found inside the building that is there. So all you've got to do is talk to this person. They're going to mention someone called Malcolm.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go wish he'd woken me up. I was...
Shall we report our results?
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble. Come, I fear there's not a moment to pray. Follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look there, a hole. Could he have... There is naught to be done but have a... Let us make haste.
To charge ahead may be to rush headlong into danger. Let us take care to move as one.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs. We cannot break it from this side.
Really? Now?
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now...
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. Books, sir. Books.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind.
Right you are.
profitable endeavor.
What is it? Is it a lot?
You would have us press on without delay? By your will, Arisen.
Heavens
Oh,
above.
Zoe ain't mine. Okay. Move out the way before he knock your ass out. See, Eli don't be fucking around, boy. Taking your time. Boy could ran you over.
Isn't it amazing?
It is quite a finding. Why, I've ne'er seen. Might I ask that we cannot allow them? We ought to entrust its care. As for you, Malcolm, I thought.
Oh, but...
However, let's investigate this place's...
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
You have my support.
Over here, if you would. Be on.
Child you were looking for. Then child number 2 can be found in this location. They're all very, very close by. So you don't need to go wandering, you don't need to press, do it at a certain time of day or anything like that. You might just have to wait, like basically if they're in patrol mode, they go from A to B back and forth. You might have to wait for them to return. The child you follow him for a few seconds. It's going to be really easy because you can use Lead the Hill of History. And once that quest is done, what you need to do is then return to the jail cell and speak to the guy again, Waltar, I think his name is. Once you have spoken to him and told him there is a place where he can take refuge, where there is a load of tomes, what he's going to do is ask for you to lead him outside, get him out of the jail, and then he will make his own way from there. So what you want to do, like I picked him up and just ran with him. What you can do is just like let him follow you and make your way downstairs and out of the gates at the bottom. And once you have left the gates, it's going to trigger some dialogue. It's going to like thank you for everything, and he's going to be on his way. And that is the case for the magistrate quest complete. You can then return to Bran in the tavern.
Your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves.
The books ne'er seem to...
This place is amazing.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
dare you?
Am I shedding? Must be my winter coat growing in. Time to be
We shall remain here.
Oh, I could use a rest.
Oh my god.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tab's lace.
Oh, pray, excuse me. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. Might we continue? You will find my master's manor in...
Working this field, all I know. The rules at your... There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality. In all Vernworth. Much obliged. This inspires naught but misgivings.
I've little enough gold to spend as 'tis.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there...
Shall await you here, Master.
Have you found some... Oh, to guide me outside, then. This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are, words may be with mayhap the knowledge I've gained.
Shall we report this development to Captain Brandt?
Something smells divine.
My body's not forgiving me for last night. 'Tis quiet about.
Over here, if you please.
I find them
This looks as good
This
a place as
inspires
any.
naught but misgivings.
Mustn't neglect my ledger, just to keep a record.
And it's just really scary. I've never seen my fill of the bus.
I hope the weather holds.
The person we're here to meet is nowhere.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you? Always a pleasure.
Good. Now that we're all here, we can get...
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... I bear word from Regent, a minister, who happened from the pains he took to remember. That alone is reason to the Regent kin, and he bids you to use this opportunity to... I shall ensure that the door to the minister's...
This task is our responsibility. We must...
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are... It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. Mayhap it would be prudent. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it...
Could use a little fun.
Damn.
Shall we visit the manor as the maid bid? Pray. Allow me to show you the way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers.
Why Millie be doing them like that?
Pawns are permitted to approach the castle but not walk the grounds.
You hear me, honey?
I shall accompany you to the
Why
entrance.
Millie be doing them like that?
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
It just says she's a felon. She's stupid. Man.
We shall remain here.
Or to polish up my gear for tomorrow.
Where ain't you going? Getting cut open.
What business have you here?
Mayhap I really would have been better off.
Best oil my equipment. Follow the
Thing is, sometimes I wonder this job better be worth it. It's too bloody early.
Keep moving.
Mayhap I'll come here when I have a day to myself.
Mayhap I'll buy myself a new sword.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the regent kin.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet.
My lord.
Oh, unring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to awake.
surely none more important than this.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Life's been pretty kind to me. Come to think of it.
I must.
So what you doing? Zoe, what are you doing? Come to Dad.
A new performance requires new raiment, methinks.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did...
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, it is you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge
Zoe.
is known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady.
What are
If
you
anyone
doing?
asks, I shall say I saw no
Hold up.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered.
Lock yourself in the room.
I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more?
Joyce. Play with the dog. Don't play with the dog no more. You okay there, babe? Look at the TV.
Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy. Off you go now.
There's ought to be said.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country. Let me see. It pray make haste in securing Melv, a meager clue. Though, 'tis clear, though the political situation, I fear such a partnership. At any rate, I will investigate these matters only once we have gleaned and ere it slips my mind.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phases fellow. But what precise...
As a reward for you will of course require raiment befitting of the occasion. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. Or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of... I imagine this artifact is perchance 'tis a tool that grants... Alas, pray, allow me time to search for...
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Grant's investigation.
Right you are.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve the city.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
That's the one you was at, ain't it, hon? That's the one you was at, wasn't it? The old Monica thing.
Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
I'd faint, only don't ask me to lower the price. Much obliged, friend. I suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to.
What's this I smell? I've little enough gold to spend this time.
What the fuck is that, hun?
So tired. I've barely the vim to tie my boots.
Over here, if you would.
What else needs doing?
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Would that all my days.
Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me? We've arrived, just as planned. We shall remain here.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Mayhap you've been misinformed, sir, but there isn't to be a masquerade this day.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life today. Just how I like it.
Whatever could you want from me?
Perchance you've heard. The Sovereign, wounded in glorious combat with the dragon, is recovered at last. No tidings could be more joyous. Indeed, 'tis a weight off my heart.
I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides. Captain will have my head if I skip another patrol.
I really would have been better off with bacon.
What is life without a little spice?
I've a niggling feeling I've forgotten something. Mayhap I'll have someone fetch me a cup of tea.
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Nary a dental scratch on my arms and armor.
Too quiet here for my liking.
About this?
Time to hit the sack.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the... roads, despite the hour. Much obliged.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer. Let's take it easy. Have a look. My maids are acting up.
Seems my feet.
Quite the predicament.
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
We shall await you here, Master.
Fine place to collect. Even the best of us has its limits, I suppose. When does my
What to do about combat training?
Make yourself scarce now.
I'd prefer you kept your...
I would fain aid you if you are in need.
Such peace, rain return.
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
My sword arm could use some work.
All my peers seem so much more
From the day's exertions.
What is... Leave me be. You'd best watch yourself.
Those new recruits could barely lift their swords.
One must take...
Wait, I should very much like to... rejoin you, Master.
Oh, you came, sir. But I forget myself. I should like to speak. She is the spitting image of my... It is my hope that she...
Diana!
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right of it. I seek only the freedom to leave. My mother is bedridden, you see. Whenever I am absent, by leaving a look-alike in the... Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid!
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed...
Just about anywhere.
I'll go and open the chest.
Among my virtues.
Can't bring myself to do that.
Let me get that.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore, and yet e'er since he came here...
I understand how you must feel. There is no medicine that can... I am caring for him as best. However, mayhap convalescing in a...
Home, you...
Dear, we are...
All right, he stays.
I will look after him.
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by. Hmm? You wanted to ask me... So, this noble boy I mean, I don't know. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? All right, I'll do it. But if...
My bad.
Hey, calm down. Crossing your arms. Hey, you heard she did? Huh? See what she did? You already ate.
Would you mind coming over here?
Only through prayer can I further my devotion. I'd not come here by choice. Mine is a life devoted to humble prayer.
Better keep charging. I see you. You ain't gotta tell me more than once.
What is wrong with you doing all that gardening stuff? You finished eating. What time was that she ate?
Oh, she can eat now. Just like to repeat the own. Lord, look at my boy. Yeah.
Charge.
What?
It'll be charging while she hungry. Daddy, I'm hungry. Yeah, it fit.
It does.
Yep, it put some charger up real quick. Daddy. Want some strawberry? Get them out the refrigerator.
Wait for this. It's a movie called Manifest. And no, Imaginary. Something like that. I want to look at that.
Okay, hold up. Put this ice in the fire.
So, get from behind there. Get behind there again, I'm whooping you. Do it again, then. Yeah. Do it again. Do it again, then. Get a free combo on me, Dad. Daddy. Yeah. I know you said super skinny. What are you saying, Tony?
Pray, follow me.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Still looking?
'Twas in the slums that I... Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer when she was born there, you see.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your...
Let's see. Ah, I almost forgot.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really I heard the safest way to get there is to...
The lands around Mel... It is not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Well then, I must confess, I only hope I've not forgotten. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in... Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
I've more time than I know how to spend.
In it now. No sense getting cold feet.
Quite the predicament.
Oh, sir. The young Mars, I beg you, find...
You'll help him, won't you, Arisen?
An ox cart ought to make... our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Might as well take a look. What? While you're here, eh? Many thanks.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
It's hard to imagine a world of empty
It's been a hard day. This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
It falls on me to resolve this.
An unsavory...
Come on then! Let's dance.
One shaken.
Scared?
You're not yet
Should
hungry.
This battle is ours!
I'm not going to
take that from you.
Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I must earn
Ha! That's it!
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
Come on then. Let's start.
You scared? You should be.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Help me, please! The fiends have me surrounded! I can't get away! Ah! 'Tis you! Thank goodness you happened by. You have my gratitude, but do...
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we... safe here?
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Home at last!
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no. Rather rare, though.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck...
A picture, you say?
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a book indeed. The mistress...
For true?
I think I could arrange that.
Yes. Well...
All this racket. Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility. Do be sure to leave the house, and fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in... Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother...
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
I cannot say whether our path was the right one, but there's no changing it now.
Quite the predicament.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Still waiting on that report.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
The sculptor's home is located.
This is where I come when life gets overwhelming. This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
You have my admiration. I doubt even my own master has obtained an article so rare.
Keep my arms strong and my mind sharp.
I brought time that I know
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Ah, excellent find.
Zoe, be quiet.
Well met.
You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
The solution eludes me, but I'm certain there is one. No hurry to leave. The road's at your neck. Best check my stock before.
It gladdens the heart to see
Well
so
met,
many
son.
smiles.
How might I be of service?
Need anything? Many thanks.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Welcome to pure and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember... misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again.
Well met, son. How am I
The goblins I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. It would bring me peace of mind to know some...
Why are you there? Who's the one request I didn't ask? 'Tis none of my
Fancy a look at my wares?
Were you not listening? The tavern, tonight. The usual place. Now you know you can leave me in peace. I don't have all day to play at being a page.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
That's what I need. I did.
Welcome to Bjorn, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So hope to see you again.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Eh? Stop by again soon.
Well then, son, how might I be of service? The Goblin's Lair. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind. To know someone taught them a lesson at least.
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all... Ernworth. Much obliged. Well met, sir.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
Might go and see. Bit bland. What can I throw in?
Greetings. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocation. instructions. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Have you found any of the items we discussed? Chance. Always a pleasure.
Peruse at your leisure. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Ah, I see you have a great sword with you. You may now change your vocation to warrior, if you wish. If you would prefer to register a sorcerer, you will need to acquire an archer staff.
Peruse at your leisure.
Not a care in the world. Just as it should be. Tranquil places such as this are real treasures.
Peruse at your leisure.
People pass by here.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost. Hospitality. In all Vernworth. Much obliged. Peruse at your leisure. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when you know where to find me.
Something smells divine. Seems my feet.
Come rain or shine, I'll make the best of it.
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour... Come back any time.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your regarding the matter of the Godsway. I fear there is naught to be done, save for your majesty to venture to Batal, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely this ought to be found, yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. With such hindrances in, few may pass through Batal's fortress, save with some coin. I was able to convince one such merchant it ought guarantee passage through the border checkpoint. You shall have to act the part, but as to how that should be done, I'm sure. You have my fullest confidence. Do not forget that we work to...
Follow me, if you would.
You the Arisen? Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
What's going on? She wants some ice cream, honey. You hear me, honey? She said she wants some ice cream.